Welcome back to the studio for the On the Line segment of the show. And it gives me great pleasure to welcome Sterling Miller onto the show, Michael Miller's son, and he's firmly part of the Miller Racing stable. He's going to give us the thoughts of their runners for Wednesday. But before we do that, I just did mention that Shane Humby was a trainer that we could certainly follow at the race meeting. And we've got to add that Michael Miller has some very good runners too, and he could be worth following as well. But to tell us more is Sterling. Sterling, how are you on this glorious morning?
Very well in yourself, Warren. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your contribution. Let's go straight to the jugular. Let's get things on the road here. You've got three runners in the second race, a Cusillo filly called Miss Putin for Charles Baker and yourself. Then you've got number 10, Giggle and a Talk, and number 13, Civil Rights. Tell us about how these three runners are doing.
Let's kick off with Miss Putin. She ran a nice race first time out. She's had a little bit of a break. I think she'll be suited to the 1200. She possibly just might need the run.
Okay, and then Giggle and a Talk, scope for improvement?
I think she's going to need the experience again, eh?
Okay, and then your third runner, interesting, a Rafif filly, Civil Rights. She beat Dancer Milord, although Dancer Milord hasn't done too much for the form, but the way this horse won was impressive.
Yes, she's been very impressive. She has had a gallop at home. I'm expecting her to go very close. You know, we do have to give weight to a few maidens. I hear a few whispers about Mr. Marcus, and I've got a bit of respect for Gavin van Zyl, that one rock on filly, but I think she will be hard to beat. I just want to let everybody know that Ashton has unfortunately been stood down, so Serena will be taking over all his mounts.
Okay, so that's very good information to be disseminated. Thank you. So Serena Mudley now takes over with Ashton Aries' rides. Okay, so Serena Mudley rides Civil Rights. Okay, so Miss Putin might just need the run, but could be worth including in the quartets. Giggle and a Talk. Maybe we'll wait for another day in Civil Rights to be very competitive. You happy with those comments?
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, lovely. Spot on. Let's move on then to the fifth race. Now, here's an exciting horse called Full Blast. Very competitive race. He's a 3-year-old against the older horses, but wow, he's certainly catching the eye, isn't he?
Yes, he was super impressive last time. We are trying Scottsville and we are trying a mile. This is a stepping stone towards bigger races. He's extremely well at Maine. He's also had a grass gallop. He's ready for this race, and I'm expecting him to go very close.
Okay, just making some notes here so we can disseminate them to the public on race day in case they weren't able to watch this show. Let's move on, Sterling, and let's talk about the sixth race. You've got number 1, Basset Sana, and number 12, Aquasulis. And I remember talking to you about Aquasulis in the past, and a strange horse to assess, and maybe you can see by his form, but popping up and winning some races as Aquasulis.
Yes, on a day she's brilliant, but she's just super inconsistent, extremely hard to follow. Again, we're bringing her back to Scottsville where she hasn't been in a while, but if she produces her work at home, she's more than capable of running a place. Okay,
and then the other runner, sorry, my apologies, I called Aquasulis a he, it's actually a she, but we're not robots, we make mistakes. Basset Sana, the filly, number 1, she won well last time.
She won well, and she's doing extremely well in herself. She would, like, if you would say she's peaking. She's got a competitive weight of 55.5. She's well drawn. I think she's going to be a massive runner. It is an open field, but Basset Sana is going to be a huge runner.
Sterling, we know that racing, they say the biggest certainty is the uncertainty, and we appreciate your information, we appreciate your input, but I want to put you in the corner for a bit of fun and ask you, in your opinion, if I said to you, here's $100, you've got one bet, 100 Rand wins on one of your horses, who would it be?
It would be Civil Rights.
Sterling, all the best to you and your family. Thanks for your contribution, and all the very best to you.
No, thank you very much.
Spot on, Sterling. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Cheers.